Hey everyone, this is Meghna, the founder at Teen Chapter. Today we have Avani, who's an incoming freshman at UC Berkeley. And today we're going to have a conversation with her on how she got into UC Berkeley, her journey, her challenges, and everything. Hi Avani, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. So without any further ado, let's get into the conversation. So Avani, tell our viewers a bit about yourself, where you're from, and what school did you go to in your high school and all that.
Sure. So, hi, my name is Avani Khate. I'm an incoming freshman at UC Berkeley, and I will probably be studying biology there. I still haven't decided my major. And aside from that, I'm interested in writing and sustainability. So, I spent the first 11 years of my life in the US. Then I moved to India. For high school, I attended this small alternative school in Pune, in India. It's called DLRC, Drive Change Learning and Resource Center. So we studied under the Cambridge board. So I wrote IGCSEs and AS and A levels.
Okay, that's great. And do you mind touching upon the subjects that you chose in your high school years?
Of course. So for my IGCSEs, I did a program called the ICE Diploma, where you have to select subjects from different fields so that you have a more all-rounder sort of curriculum. So the subjects that I chose were first language English, development studies, German, history, art and design, combined science, and maths. And then in 11th and 12th, we have AS and A levels. So in 11th, I took business, biology, psychology, math, and German. And then in 12th, I had A levels. So I had maths, bio, and psychology.
Okay, those are some amazing, interesting subjects. And what were your scores like? So from class 9, were you like a straight A student, or did you have any, were your grades down at some point, or did you face any challenges?
I was definitely not a straight A student because in 9th and 10th and a bit of 11th, I didn't really know how to maintain a work-life balance, having unhealthy studying habits. So I had like A's and B's mostly. Um, and I did quite well in my IGCSEs though, so I got 4 A stars, 2 A's, and 1 B.
Okay.
Yeah, my scores were never like amazingly perfect. But yeah, sure. So in my A levels, I got A star, AA. So the A star was in bio, and the A was in math and psychology.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's great. And coming to the activities that you did outside of your school, what are some activities that you did in your high school years? It could be internships or research projects, or maybe you have a startup of your own. Would you like to talk a bit about your extracurriculars?
Of course. So firstly, this is like my sort of biggest one. I have my own sort of passion project organization. It's called Erudite. I started it during the pandemic only, the first lockdown. It's called Erudite. So we share unique science-related information with the world. So I basically started as a way to express my own personal passion for science. I had taken a virology course and it was honestly very interesting. I thought to myself, I wish I could learn more about this, but in a more bite-sized format,
Right.
Because before that, I was admittedly a bit scared of science.
Mm.
So I sort of decided to make a platform that was erudite, where hopefully other kids could also come and, learn about interesting scientific topics and hopefully feel a little bit less scared of it. So that's there. And along with that, I have done various internships before. Most of them are like writing and content creation related. So yeah, because I'm like quite interested in that as well. And I have volunteered. So I volunteered with the Doorstep School. It's an NGO.
Okay.
So for like a year or so, I taught supervisors at the school conversational English over Zoom.
Hmm.
So yeah, and those were like my work experiences. And I have also like done some research as well. So this was with my school only. My biology teacher, she had like this internship where we all wrote a research paper on the STEM crisis in our school. It was a very interesting experience learning how to write a research paper and everything. And wow, what else? I have done courses as well. Like during my vacations, I didn't want to like feel jobless, you know. I wanted to stimulate my brain a little bit. So I took various courses on Coursera, and I also had the opportunity to participate in NYU's pre-college program, where I took a course on molecular biology. So yeah, that was very interesting.
Seems like you're very inclined and passionate towards biology. I personally don't know anything about biology because I'm not a science kid. Looking at the courses you did, it's pretty obvious that you like bio and all. And so the viewers might be interested in knowing what courses you did and which universities the courses are from.
Of course. So the first one I did was called Model Thinking from University of Michigan. And then I did another one about neurobiology from the University of Chicago.
Okay.
And I did this other one called The Science of Well-Being from Yale. Anyone can take them. They're like pretty accessible on Coursera, which I really like.
Right, right. I tried Coursera for microeconomics course, and then right now I'm doing another course on economics and politics of international energy, which of course I did not finish. I have to. I'm still in the process. I'm in week 2 of the course. So yeah, so would you like? So did you give SATs, ACTs, or any other competitive exams?
Yes, I did write the SAT once. I haven't written the ACT.
Okay, so what was your score in the ACT?
I got a 1440.
Out of 1600.
Yes, out of 1600.
Awesome, awesome. That's a great score. That's a great score. I mean, and what was your preparation when it came to SAT? Did you like start preparing right from your class 9, or how many months did you take to prepare? What are the resources that you used to get 1460 or 1600?
1440. So um so I didn't prepare that much, honestly. So I wrote it in grade 11, and I started preparing, I think, towards the end of the summer between 10th and 11th, honestly. Khan Academy really helped. It's a really good free resource. They have tons of practice exercises, which really helped. And also I did practice tests. The thing with SAT is that it's less about the content because it's stuff that you learn in like grade 10, honestly. It's more about the mindset that you have while writing it. So it really trained me to like stay focused and sharp, because if you write the SAT with like a cloudy mind, then you're not going to score very well. So practice tests, they really help. Yeah.
Do you receive any scholarships to study at UC Berkeley?
No, I unfortunately did not. They don't really give scholarships to like out of state students at all.
Okay, got it. So you weren't eligible to apply for the federal aid as well, or
No, I am eligible as a US citizen to apply for financial aid, and I did receive it. So yeah.
okay, okay, got it. And do you have any idea of scholarships or financial aid opportunities that are available for international students who want to pursue their undergraduate education at UC Berkeley?
Yes, so there are definitely websites online that provide scholarships. However, unfortunately they are quite limited for international students, particularly for the UCs, because they tend to focus on California residents only. Which yeah, but there are websites like I believe there's Chegg, and then there's bold.com, and I think there's one that's just called scholarships.com. And also the UCs, they have their own scholarships too. So they're highly selective. There's like the Regents Scholarship, the Chancellor Scholarship, and a few others. Yeah.
Right. Okay. When did you start your college application process? Like what grade? And number 2, how many colleges did you apply to?
So I started my process like at around the beginning of grade 12. Specifically, so I think the applications are due in November. So I started on like late August.
Okay.
And what colleges did I apply to? That was
Yes, yes. The names of the colleges, if you remember.
okay. So I applied to 8 in the US and 5 in the UK. So in the US, I applied to UC Berkeley, UCLA, UC Davis, UC San Diego, then UConn, Emory, and University of Minnesota Twin Cities.
Mhm.
In the UK, I applied to Manchester University, Imperial College London, University of Leicester, University of Exeter, and University of Warwick.
And from how many of these universities did you receive offers from?
So in the US, I got accepted into every university except for Emory, UCLA, and Northeastern. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I applied to Northeastern as well and got rejected.
Okay.
Like waitlisted and then rejected for both UCLA and Northeastern. And then in the UK, I also got into every university except for Imperial College London.
Okay. I mean, even I did hear that UCLA was super competitive this year. So,
Yeah.
and congratulations for getting into UC Berkeley. It's an amazing school. One of my dream schools for my graduate education. So Avni, you've mentioned that you have your own organization called Erudite. So do you want to uh, take us through your journey on how you started it, what motivated you to do that, and at the same time, what can other students or teenagers do to start their own initiatives? Any advice to people who want to start their own initiatives?
Sure. So firstly about my journey with Erudite. So like I mentioned before, I started it because I wanted to create a place where you can find interesting science information that isn't typically in the classroom because, you know, at one point even I wanted that. So I sort of created it. Yeah, my journey has been amazing so far. I've met some amazing people. I have a great team. It was rocky, but I faced every challenge, and every challenge was a learning experience for me, which honestly really helped me a lot. And for other students who want to start their own initiative, I guess one important thing is don't start it just for college applications.
Mhm.
Like it's really obvious when people
Right.
do that and you're not going to be as motivated. Also try to stay organized and keep a clear mind because you're going to come across like difficult people,
Mhm.
and it's make sure you keep a cool mind and don't be afraid to ask for like advice from say your parents, your teachers, your friends, and even like your team in your organization. Don't be afraid to ask for advice because it's really helpful, and feedback obviously. Yeah.
Right. Great advice. Even I've seen a lot of people who start organizations for college applications, and once they get into their dream college, they don't even care about the organization.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and a follow-up question to this: what are your future plans for Erudite? What's your vision for Erudite?
Definitely holding more online events. We have the opportunity now. In the past, we all had exams and stuff, but
Right.
now we're sort of free, and we are going to take this opportunity to conduct more events online. Yeah.
Okay, got it, got it. And what are your future plans, your personal future plans, or professionally, where do you want to see? Where do you see yourself after UC Berkeley's undergrad education?
Um, I'm not very sure. Definitely something in biology. I will probably go to grad school and do my master's. I'm also looking into like biotech so that I can get a job for like a year between bachelor's and master's, earn some money, and like sort of relax if I'm like burnt out because burnout sucks.
Right.
Yeah, and I really hope I can do a PhD as well
Mm-hmm.
because research is something I'm also quite interested in. Yeah.
Those are some great plans, and I genuinely hope you achieve those. Get a PhD, become Dr. Avni Kati.
Thank you.
That would be so cool. Yeah, so we've come to the end of the conversation. So my last question would be, would you like to give any advice to prospective students who are planning to come to the US for their undergrad, or maybe who particularly want to apply to UC Berkeley?
Um, like advice regarding the application.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Application, profile, and everything.
So firstly, you should be your authentic self in the application because especially when writing essays, because there are plenty of students who have exceptional grades and everything, but your essays are what really define your application. So be your authentic self. Don't lie. Also, don't be afraid to show off in your essays because it's sort of your time to shine, you know?
Right.
Also do research on your university. You can look at their website. Um, sort of learn about their values, see if their values align with yours. Make sure you'll, like vibe well at the school that you're applying to, and pace yourself throughout the application. It can be stressful, what if I don't get in and stuff like that, but it's all going to work out just fine. So just pace yourself and don't leave things to the end. That's important. Also, don't be afraid to ask questions, because you're gonna have I had personally had so many doubts, and I just asked people questions, and it really helped me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great advice. And I hope viewers find this helpful. And yes, we've come to the end of the conversation. Thank you so much, Avani, for being here and giving us so many insights on your application journeys and advice. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, everyone. And yes, you can reach out to Avani. I will link her LinkedIn in the description below, and you can reach out to her if you have any questions. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
This was really nice. Yeah.
I had so much fun. Thank you so much.
I think so did I. Yeah.